Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with MrDan. So, let's see, we made fried chicken the other day, and I didn't have enough for a side, but anyway, I got my side today. So we're gonna be making potato croquette. There's a lot of different versions of this out there from just about every country there is. A lot of people make them. It's made from potatoes. You can either do it leftovers or you can boil them up just to make this. But most times I've read it's better if you use day-old mashed potatoes or whatever. I don't know. These I just happen to have in the refrigerator. We didn't finish them, so I'm going to give it a whirl. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so what we're going to do, I set up a dredging station already, but I'll go here. This is my blackening seasoning, some Parmesan cheese that's grated, some finely grated Parmesan, paprika, cayenne pepper, red pepper flakes, panko, mozzarella cheese that you see on the dish, and there's a bag there. Here we have my panko crumbs with other things mixed in. I'm going to show you. I'm going to mix that in. This is my egg whites, because we're not going to waste the egg whites, with some hot sauce in them. Thing of mozzarella cheese. There's my flour, my dredge flour with some cayenne pepper and salt and pepper in there. And star of the show, here's my eggs. I got 3 egg yolks in there and mashed potatoes. And inside the mashed potatoes, I chopped up some onion, chopped up some already cooked bacon, and a little salt and pepper in there. That's it. We're going to mix that up. All right, hold on. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to mix this egg in here. It's kind of stiff because it's been sitting in the refrigerator. And, you don't want to have this too soft either. I mean, too mushy, because it won't stay together when you form it. You're going to make either, I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to make either like tube shapes or hockey pucks, or we'll make a couple different ones so you get the gist of the idea. Now the egg yolks is going to help keep this together. Plus it gives it a little bit of moisture. You really don't want that much moisture in here, to be telling the truth now. So we just want to mix these up good. Okay, now I'm going to put my hand in there. The reason I didn't want to get my hand too into this is because it's a starch thing. It's just like sticky now, like almost like a glue. But piece of potato peel got in there. Don't ask. Oh, because I have I had, when I took the potatoes, I didn't peel all of them. But anyway, okay, so that being that, okay, so now I'm going to show you what we're going to do here right quick. We're going to get these and we're going to form them, okay? Now you can take them, and you don't want to do nothing really too crazy, but you can flatten them out, or you can roll them into like a log shape, okay? And that's how you do like that. And then from there, we'll roll them in the batter in that, but I don't have that mixed up yet. I just wanted to show you this, how you're going to do these, okay? So you can do one like that. You can do one that's just like a little puck, like a hockey puck size or whatever, okay? And you can also use a measuring. You can use an ice cream scoop to get these out, okay? Or you can make them a little thicker make a little hollow in there, and we'll get some cheese, some mozzarella cheese, and we'll stuff it in the middle. I wanted to have, the chunk kind where I can put chunks in, but didn't have any. So this was the last thought I had. And you can roll this up, try to get all of the mashed potato around the cheese, because you don't want to lose that. And again, you can just roll it, or you can make any shape that you want. Now remember, everything in here is already cooked. The potatoes cooked, the bacon's cooked. The onions I didn't cook first. I have some, the green part in there that you can see is a jalapeno. Okay, so that's good. I showed you 3 different things now. I'm going to rinse my hands off, and then we'll start. I'm going to get my dredge ready, and then we'll go from there. And I'll show you how that's done, okay? Okay, I'm trying to get everything here. So, okay. That way you get to see just about everything going on. I'm mixing up my flour, getting all my ingredients incorporated. My egg. Now the egg, the reason I'm just using the egg whites, somebody on my phone again, doesn't matter. Anyway, the egg whites came from the yolks that I put in the potatoes, okay? Just so you know that. That's that. I didn't want to waste them, so. And then you got here the panko breadcrumbs and the cheese and the hot flakes and my little blackening seasoning mixes in there. Okay, cheese. All right, so let me take them and use this plate here, and I'll try to stack them on that one. All right. Okay, so this here is my first. It's the one with the cheese in it. And you want to dredge that, you want to put the flour all over it, see? This is a lot nicer dredging this than it is dredging the chicken or other meats. But anyway, then we're going to take that, just like we're doing everything else, and we dredge that, trying to get everything. Now, you got to be careful handling these. I probably could have left them sit in the refrigerator a little longer, but I don't know. Okay, so then you just gently go to your toppings here and try to get it covered around all the edges. And boom, okay? Same thing with your Lincoln log here. Lincoln log. Remember when you was a kid? Well, I don't know, maybe you don't. But I do. I had Lincoln logs. Build little cabins out of them, I guess you call them, whatever. Bottle cap baseball. You guys remember that one? Maybe that's dating myself for real, huh? Okay, now take it easy with these. And not to worry if they come apart, just push them back together. It'll be fine. Okay, just take your time with them. Everything will work out. Okay, try to get the crumbs on there best you can, everywhere you can, if you can. Okay? And then this was just a regular hockey puck one. I got my oil heating up. I want to keep an eye on that so when it's ready, we can go over there and take care of business, see? But like I tell you, when I was doing the chicken and everything else, I spice up everything or put a little bit of salt and pepper at minimum when I make a dredge station, because I think that each layer should have its own seasoning in it. That way it tastes good, whatever you're doing, see? Now some people, I'm going to tell you a little trick, when they're making these, they'll put a little dimple in the middle. And believe it or not, that's a little trick that they do, is if you want to put like a dipping sauce in, you stick it in the middle of the croquette, and everything's right there, see? I didn't do one of these yet. We're going to do a little baseball. You can do any shape you want. This is all you. No matter what, it's all you. Whatever you want to do, you do. Like I said, you remember these things are already cooked. So you're just going to basically kind of be reheating them or crusting them up. So you don't have to sit there and try to say, oh, it's not cooked. Because everything in here is already to eat. See? So I'm just showing you what you can do. There's different options. Like I said, there's so many different countries, people, recipes. I mean, I thought about them. I never did one, but, because it reminds me of in a way, like a potato knish, which started, I think, with the Jewish people or whatever. Then you got the German pancakes, you got a combination of everything. So, and everybody does a little different. So, I'm gonna try a little cheese in this one, huh? So we'll get a little extra going here, right? I'll show you that dimple thing here in a minute. Not with this one though, but put a little cheese in there. Just push it in the middle and fold over the potato mixture. Try to get the cheese incorporated on the inside, basically. And so, there we go with this one. Okay, so this one, see what they do is they'll take their thumb and push down like that, see? And when it's cooking, it'll cook like that. And when they get done, they put a little squirt of whatever they want to dip in there, dipping sauce or whatever. But I'm just going to try this and see how it turns out. Different shapes, different sizes. So, and most of the time, I have to be honest, I don't, a lot of people practice recipes 2 or 3 times before they cook them, put them on YouTube. I don't play like that. I don't know, maybe a wing and a prayer you can say, I don't know. But so far, everything worked out, or, I don't have problems. Whatever I make, I eat it anyway, so, I mean, I've never had nothing turn out bad. Although the other day, when I was making my chicken, it had I don't know, it was a tendon or whatever. I didn't cut it out of there, which I should have, but, so when I was going to eat it on the taste test table, I had to get me a knife. That's a first for me with chicken anyway. So my wife, she laughed at that when she saw that. So anyway. Okay. So now I'm going to be making the more. And when I get done with that, we'll be back. Like I said, I might throw these in the refrigerator to let them firm up a bit. But until then, we'll be back when I get done doing these, okay? Okay, so my oil is sizzling, so I decided to let me just go ahead and rack these out while we're here. So we'll take these ones, the first ones we made. Try not to get your fingers too close to the fire, MrDan. I'll overload the pan. Yeah, that's good for now. And again, like I said, this is already cooked. So really what you're doing is you're browning up the coating, and the inside's going to get hot as well. So we're going to cook these up, and then we'll meet at the taste test table. I guess I want to finish these, but I got still half the stuff left, but I wanted to get this because I didn't want the oil to get too hot and burn anything. So, okay, so let's take a little peek, maybe, huh? No, not really. If I say don't touch. Oh, baby, you're going to love these. Let me turn this light out a little so you guys can see these. They are getting golden. Smacky doodle, boy. Smack your mama. You guys have to see this. This is that one I put the dimple in. Didn't push down enough on it. So, as it were, we have us some nice looking croquettes here. A potato croquet with onions, bacon, some cheese. Not all of them have the cheese, by the way. Let's see if Penny will get lucky and get the ones with the mozzarella. Whatever. But I'm going to probably use my favorite dipping sauce in here, which is the Arby's knockoff that we make. Yep, they're firm. I mean, you can't, you know, got a place over here, no lie. It's called Obey Cafe. It's a little street vendor. Nice guy. But anyway, we don't fake the cake. They make some killer crab cakes. And they don't put, if there's any breading in there, it's very minuscule. They don't fake the cake. Whatever, like he says, they don't fake the cake. So, with that being said, I'm going to be taking these out. But what gave me that thought was because his cakes look just like these are round potato croquettes here. And I'm going to take this one out first here. Set that on the rack to drain. Then we take this one, set it on the rack to drain. Then we take this one, set it on the rack to drain. Okay, guys, I'll be seeing you at the taste test table in a little bit. This one just went in, so. Okay, so until we see you again, we'll meet at the taste test table, all right? I'll show you these when I got some on the dish, all right? Okay, MrDan at the taste test table with Camera Girl and the potato croquet and Mr. Elmo. So let me get a little of my stuff here. I hope this is a little more tender than my piece of chicken the other day, huh? Okay. I don't know if you guys noticed my little yellow tablecloth here. I've been busy at the table. I'm using a table, so I just left it on there again. So anyway, these are what they call a potato croquet. And these things are delicious. They're crunchy. And because I mashed them with a fork, it's not 100% mashed. You know, little pieces are still in there, which is, I like the texture of that. The bacon I put in there, the onions. That's delicious. You guys have got to try this. Okay. I gotta save that for my dinner. Okay, so at any rate, it's an easy recipe. If you have leftover potatoes, or even if you don't, you can make these. The one recommendation that I didn't follow was some different places I looked at said that to put it in the refrigerator for like 30 minutes to let it firm up before you cook them. I didn't have an issue, but that'd be the only other addition I would say to you guys to do. But outside of that, we're going to listen to Mr. Elmo this time for sure. When you're out and about, cover up, keep the COVID out. Don't talk with your mouth full. Wash your hands. Look at my hands. I wash them so much today they're turning pink. But anyway, if you like, give me a like on the like button there. Share it if you want. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you can get more delicious little tidbits like these. This would be, I don't even want to stop eating this really. But this would be good with, by itself, as a snack, side dish. Oh, you can make these and watch while you're watching a movie. Anyway, this is MrDan. We're out for now. Enjoy your day. And stay hungry, my friends, and come back and you can have another delicious recipe like that. We're gone.